Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with yet another Starcraft Remastered replaycast, and once again a game with Flash, which I have found. So yeah, lots and lots of games here with Flash onto this channel, as the players are now once again spawning on a 4 spawning location map. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys. We have spawning here in the lower left, in the teal, it is Maria. But this is of course a AK from a South Korean pro. And here we have him spawning in the lower right, in the yellow. It is Flash with his AK, with his barcode AK. So yeah, once again a quite short replay, as you can see from the time, around the 30-40 minute mark. Let's just have a look what exactly their build orders are going to be, just like we do in the previous replays. Pretty normal stuff here from Flash with his supply depot, and the same can be said here for the Protoss as well, with his pylon being out. So pylon actually very close to his base, so he might do the trick with the probes here. Perhaps the probes will move a little bit faster after taking the gas here. So the normal build order here for the Protoss. Gateway is being done. I'm pretty sure that Flash would also continue with his barracks. So yeah, let's just see what the strategies are going to be. Is Flash once again going to be transitioning into some mech, into some tanks, into some vultures? Is he going to be aggressive again? And what exactly is Maria going to do? Is he going to try the shuttle trick just like previous pros did onto this channel? Lots and lots of Protoss really like to go for their mass shuttles. Not that much more arbiter gameplay, but some carriers could also be a possibility here for the Protoss versus the opponent, of course, early on. Some Dragoons are going to be very strong. This is why exactly he's going for a cybernetics core. And now the scouting has already started. Flash with a quite early scout with his SCV, and we also see a nice pylon getting placed here by Maria as he's walking out with his probe straight towards the base here from Flash, who is adding another supply depot. And this should of course be his factory at around the 2-minute and 30-second mark. So pretty standard stuff by him. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be going only for a couple of Marines, and then he will continue with some vultures. Some tanks would also be very nice, some Goliaths. Yeah, in comes the Protoss, already being annoying, dealing some damage towards the SCV. I believe Flash might even have to pull. No, the SCV is actually going to fend this up with a Marine, as the SCV is now moving towards the main from the Protoss. So there we have the production tab. We actually see that the range for the Dragoons is getting done. No Zealot yet here for the Protoss. Playing very nice, very safe. There's the first Dragoon. Of course, Flash is going to try to stay as much as he can here to gain as much vision as he can, even attacking the probes a little bit. And yeah, let's see what the next moves are going to be. The SCV taking quite some damage, so he might be lucky to snipe it. Even the probe is attacking, so with that, Flash currently being blind, he has no idea if there's going to be an expansion here for the Protoss or not. At the same time, he's actually the one taking an expansion with a bunker here, as the first Dragoon is slowly but steadily moving here forward towards his expansion. Second Dragoon is out. Range is going to be finished very soon. There's the add-on for the factory, and there are the first Dragoons, but we do have actually 2 Marines here, as the Dragoon is already taking quite some damage. Perhaps Maria just tested how much damage is he going to take in order to calculate how many Marines there are into the bunker. Range, like I told you, is about to get finished. There we have the vulture for Flash, and he might be lucky to snipe 1 probe or 2, but the door is nicely shut here by Maria with his Dragoons. There we have the scouting barracks, and the first tank is actually getting produced with an upgrade for the mines for the vultures. Of course, much needed mines for him in order to keep the Protoss at bay with his Dragoons. One Dragoon is getting left behind to defend the other one. The 2 others are actually moving out here onto the map and already dealing damage towards the bunker. So 2 SCVs are going to be needed very soon here for Flash, as 2 Dragoons are already attacking here. So pretty standard stuff into the early game. There's the tank, and as soon as siege ability is going to be finished, we might see the Protoss actually already now pulling back, as we see a robotics facility being made here for him. So we might see some shuttle gameplay very soon for him. It will be also reverb, but it will also be some observers for him as the second gateway is also being finished. Speed for the vultures also being done here for Flash, as he's already placing some mines down to just keep the Protoss at bay. Of course, he can lure the mines out, and that's exactly what he did try, but he did take some damage. Nice stuff here by the Protoss, but in the end I believe it's more safer for him to wait for some observers here. So yeah, lots and lots of strategic mines are getting placed here by Flashdown, as his defenses look really good. There's the tank, there are the vultures getting repaired, we have the first observers getting produced, more dragoons here for the Protoss, as we also have an armory for the upgrades here for Flash, and even the engineering bay which is floating away. So yeah, worker wise we do have pretty much the same worker amount for both players, just two difference here, as both players are actually now preparing their macro oriented game, just defending here with some dragoons, nicely placed dragoons here in order to not allow any vultures. Perhaps some vultures would sneak here by, but they would take so much damage, and in the end they will be sniped, as Flash is placing more and more of those mines down. But we did see a observer out here for Maria, as he's also taking his other expansion here. So let's see if Flash is once again going to try a timing push. There we have the shuttle for the Protoss. Let's see if the first Reaver is out. A little bit of a mistake here by him, actually 3 probes on idle. Finally he's going to micro them towards the minerals line. There we have weapons 1 for Flash, also nicely placed engineering bay in order to see when or if there's going to be an attack, as we see a vulture getting sniped here by the dragoon. So pretty normal stuff. We did pass the 7-minute mark, no major engagement yet. The Protoss with a more economic boost perhaps for him, even though Flash has more workers. The Protoss decides to take another expansion here, and very soon I'm pretty sure he's going to have more workers here than Flash. Perhaps Flash will try a timing push. We actually do see a move out here. Perhaps just a fake move out, but there is an observer here seeing everything. So let's see, is he going to try once again with the tanks, with the vultures to move out and to attack? But this nicely placed observer here sees everything, so very good stuff here by the Protoss, as there is no scan available yet here for Flash, no anti-air of course. This observer very important here for the Protoss, as more and more mines are getting placed down here for Flash as well. And we actually now see Maria closing towards 50 workers, so Flash has to do something. He's trying to move forward with some vultures, sniping a worker there, but in the end immediately getting pushed back by all of those dragoons, and also nicely placed pylons here for the Protoss to give protection towards his workers here. So weapons 1 should be done very soon. There is the siege tank ability, a very slow upgrade here for Flash, but I believe he went more strong into those tanks production, and now he's actually deciding to move out. So let's see, the Protoss has now vision, some dragoons are out perhaps to win some time, and either it's a move out or Flash is actually going to secure another expansion point, as he knows of course that Maria has another expansion here. So I believe this is going to be his strategy. He has some Goliaths, a scan might come out very soon to snipe this observer. Weapons 1 should be done very soon for Flash. He's once again trying to inflict some damage towards the economy from Maria, but he's actually already closing towards 60 workers. So let's see if it's going to be once again a timing push. Looks like it, as he has some SCV here to repair. So this was his strategy into the previous replays as well. Looks like pretty much the same strategy, but we do have a Reaver out. So Maria once again is going to try to win as much time as possible, even having speed upgrade for the shuttle. He could also move here forward towards the main with his shuttle. That could be a very ballsy move, but in the end he has to actually defend against all of those tanks, and the push continues here. So let's see if Flash is going to be successful. Of course the Protoss now needs some Zealots, some High Templars would have been even better for him, but of course it's very too early for him to have the important units. There are the Zealots, stealthy speed has not been done, so in comes the push by the Protoss. I don't think he should engage here. There's also so many tanks in the back, and even SCVs to repair this, and even some turrets being produced to have vision. So slowly but steadily the Protoss is taking more damage. He's inflicting good damage towards the vultures, towards the SCVs. But at the same time Flash is slowly but steadily pushing here forward, and so much damage is being taken here by the Protoss. So this seems to be the new meta for the Terrans. A very aggressive move out here by Flash once again, teaching us once again that you don't really have to turtle up with your tanks at home. You can do timing pushes and they can be quite successful, as you can see here. But let's not forget those turrets for him as well, in order to fend off any other Dark Templars. In comes the push with the shuttles. He's going to very much drop those zealots straight in towards those mines. Very nice job here by Maria, but let's just see if it's going to be enough. I saw so many tanks have been sniped, and actually the Protoss doing very well here, defending really good versus the Terran versus Flash, as the reinforcements are also nicely pulling forward. Also many zealots, some tanks are still in the back, some mines are getting nicely pulled here by the zealots, as more and more damage is actually being taken here by Flash. And if this is not succeeding for him, of course the Protoss will have the economic advantage and will overrun him for him. So 38 workers here for Flash. The Protoss also nicely defending here with the Dragoons, but sadly for him some Vultures have made it here forward, and even this one tank is in range for the probes. As in come the reinforcements for the Protoss, but a very bad situation for him. However, at the same time, Flash only having those 3 tanks with some reinforcements actually here for him now. So the Protoss in dire need of those zealots once again, and in dire need for more shuttles. He still has this expansion right here, still being attacked by a tank, so Flash seems to be like pretty much all over the map, as even this one engineering bay giving great vision for those tanks. In come the Vultures with the mines in the front. A very hard situation here for the Protoss to defend, and looks like once again it's going to be a successful push for Flash. Or is it going to be, there's still a shuttle here, there still could be a possibility here for the Protoss to inflict some damage into the main or into the expansion, which is not that well defended here. Let's see what's going to happen. The expansion pretty much getting taken out. All of those workers have fallen here for the Protoss. Some mines are also getting placed here forward. Still we have a nice counter with the shuttle, with the zealots on the ground. Let's see if Maria is going to pretty much commit here forward. Very hard position here for him. The Dragoons aren't so much mobile. In come the zealots from the back. But we do have Vultures defending here as well, the tanks. And not that many tanks are falling. Actually, Dragoon after Dragoon is falling, and it looks like Flash might have done it here once again. So pretty much with the same build order, the same timing push which he has shown us in the previous replays, looks like this has been calculated by him, and it works out actually really well versus the Protosses. So what can the Protoss actually do to counter this? I believe a good counter attack would have been a shuttle gameplay straight into this position right here. So in order at least to inflict some economic damage towards your opponent, and at the same time just wait patiently for the Terran to just try to inflict damage also with a shuttle with some reverse. Of course it's very hard to execute against so many tanks and mines on the ground. Perhaps attacking the production buildings might be an option with the shuttle, with some Dragoons, just to cause some chaos, just to force actually Flash coming back. But I believe once he has committed here forward, he's not going to return with the tanks, with the upgrades, one weapons upgrade. Let's have a look at the Protoss very quick. Still no upgrades for him. They are very scary push here with those siege tanks. Let's just check the stats very quick. Very aggressive move out once again, and a successful timing push here for Flash, just like in the previous race. Perhaps this is his new strategy after all of his calculations that have been done from the 10-minute mark, to just move out and pretty much overwhelm your opponent, not allowing him to expand all over the map, and also not turtle up as a Terran until you reach 180 or 200 of a supply. So yeah, in order to be more aggressive. And let's not forget that he had those SCVs for the turrets, just in case there would have been some Dark Templars. So yeah, once again a win here for Flash. Interesting game. Perhaps you as a Terran will learn from this. Perhaps you're going to try this timing push as well. I wish you best luck. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Tommy signing out.